An arithmetic progression is simply a sequence of numbers in which the differences between every consecutive terms are same. So here in this image, you can see at first there is only one base, and two bases are added on it, which makes it 3. And then two bases are again added, which makes it 5. So corresponding AP will be 1, 3, 5, and its common difference will be 2. Similarly, for the below one, at first there are 2 cars, and 3 cars get added on it, which makes it 5. Again, 3 cars get added on it, which makes it 8. So the corresponding AP will be 2, 5, 8, and so on. And the common difference will be 3. Is it fine, Nida?
Yes, Subhi.
Coming to the question number 1. So we need to find the 10th term of this AP, which is 2, 7, 30, and so on. So from the question, we know A is equal to 2, D is equal to 5, and N is equal to 10. So we know the equation to find out the nth term of the AP, which is An is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Therefore, substituting these values on this equation gives the value for A10, which is 47. Coming to the second question. If the third and ninth term of the AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of the AP is 0? So, from the question, we know that A3 is equal to 4, A9 is equal to minus 8. So, we need to know which term of the AP is 0. So, for that, we need to know the n for which An is equal to 0. So, here we know the equation An is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. We can substitute all the given values in this equation. And then from the question, we know the given conditions as A3 is equal to 4 and A9 is equal to 8. So substituting these values in the equation of nth term of AP, you will get equation 1 and equation 3. So equation 1 minus equation 2 will be, equation 3 minus equation 1 will be minus 12 is equal to 60. Therefore, D will be minus 2. So substituting the value of D in equation 2, we will get the value of A, which is 8. So substituting the value of A and D in equation 1, we get An is equal to 8 plus N minus 1 into minus 2. So we have to put An is equal to 0, and then we will get the a value of N, which is 5. So coming to the question number 2. If the third and ninth term of the AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of the AP is 0? So to know which term of the AP is 0, we should know the value of N for which An will be 0. So from the question, it is given that A3 is equal to 4, A9 is equal to minus 8, and An is equal to 0. We have to find the value for N, for which N is equal to 0. So we know the equation to find out the nth term of this AP, which is An is equal to A plus 1 minus 1 into N minus 1 into D. So now we shall substitute the value of A3 and A9 in this equation. So it will come like A3 is equal to A plus 2D and A9 is equal to A plus 8D. So 4 is equal to A plus 2D and minus 8 is equal to A plus 8D. So we subtract the second equation from the first equation and we get minus 12 is equal to 6D. So we get the value for D, which is minus 2. And we substitute the value of D in the equation 2 to obtain the value of A. So we substitute the value here and we get A is equal to 8. So we substitute the value of A and D in equation 1 and we get An is equal to 8 plus N minus 1 into minus 2. So we put An is equal to 0 and we substitute the value of An in the above equation and we get the value of N, which is 5. So A5 will be 5. Therefore, the fifth term of the AP will be 0. So coming to the third question, find the 20th term from the last term of the AP, 3, 8, 13 up to 2053. So to find out which is the 20th term from the last term of the AP, first we have to find how many terms are there in this AP. So we know the first term is 3, common difference will be 3, 8 minus 3, which is 5, and last term will be 253. And we know an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So we substitute an is equal to n minus, we substitute an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d with the values 253, 3 and 5. So 253 is equal to 3 plus n minus 1 into 5. So from this equation, we will obtain the value of n, which is 51. So now we need to find out which term is the 20th term from the last term of the AP. So to find that, we need to subtract 20 from 51 and add 1 to it, which is 32. So 32nd term is the 20th term from the last term. So we need to find out A32, which is 3 plus 32 minus 1 into D, which is 158. So coming to the question number 4, the sum of the 4th and 8th term of the AP is 24 and sum of 6th and 10th term of the AP is 44. Find first 3 terms of the AP. So from the question, it is given that A4 plus A8 is equal to 24 and A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. We need to find the first 3 terms of the AP, which is A1, A2 and A3. So we know the equation to find out the nth term of the AP. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So I substituted, so we have to substitute the value for n, substituting the given information in this equation, we get A4 is equal to A plus 3D and A8 is equal to A plus 7D. So substituting that in the given equation, A4 plus A8 is equal to A plus 3D plus A plus 7D. And this becomes 2A plus 10D is equal to 24. So, and A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. Therefore, A plus 5D plus A plus 4, and also we know A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. So, substituting the value, the equation, we know A plus A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. So, using the equation An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, we know A plus 5D plus A plus 9D is equal to 44. This becomes 2A plus 14D is equal to 44. So we need to subtract equation 1 from equation 2, which gives 4D is equal to 20. And therefore D is equal to 5. So we need to then substitute the value of D in equation 2, and we get the value of A from that, which is minus 13. So we got the first term of the AP, which is minus 13, and we now know D, which is 5. So A2 will be minus 13 plus 5, which is minus 8, and A3 will be minus 8 plus 5, which is minus 3. Therefore, A1 is equal to minus 13, A2 is equal to minus 8, and A3 is equal to minus 3. This forms the AP.